That's so cool that you know how to do
I
this.
dude, it's all hack and janky.
You know what though? You're doing it and you're figuring it out. And I
I'm
mean,
trying.
you know, clicking a bunch of buttons there. I don't know what you're doing, but it looked good. It
Okay.
looked great.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. So yeah, basically, uh, yeah, leaving Oklahoma, I'm like, I want to join the 10th Mountain Division, man.
10th Mountain Division, it's part
Yes,
2.
yes.
What is that?
So the 10th Mountain Division, it's a light infantry division within the U.S. Army, and it's among one of the
They call it
oldest.
Edition?
Hmm?
10th Mountain Edition?
No, 10th Mountain Division.
Division.
Yeah.
Duh.
So it's one of the it's among one of the oldest units within the Army. Uh, they have a very rich.
Is it kind of like the SEALs for the Army or what?
No,
Like
no, it's not a special operations group or anything like that. But the 10th Mountain Division was geared to be like the ultimate mountain soldier, kind of like the ultimate like
Okay.
mountain and all terrain
That's
soldier.
wild.
Because so they started back in World War II in at Camp Hale in Colorado, right? So right there in the
Why'd
Rocky
you want to do that?
Mountains.
Sounds so scary.
Because man, we were in the war. We were in the global war on terrorism, right? The GWAT, man.
Yeah.
And it's like I wanted to get into some shit. To be honest, I wanted to get into something, right? Because up to this point, you know, the thought of violence didn't scare me. The thought of killing or being killed, like I didn't care. I didn't have any thought about it. You know what I mean? Because it all is kind of surreal until you're in it. Like you watch war films, you watch TV shows, you watch all these things, and it's like you can maybe feel something from these films that you watch, right? But when you're the person actually in that and it's a real life situation,
Yeah.
completely and utterly different. Like I was always a humongous like war film enthusiast now or back then, right? But then after being in the military and deploying and actually going to war and stuff like that,
It's
and
scary
it's
to
like,
watch.
yeah, and now it's completely different because there's an emotional connection
to seeing another dude's eyes,
to seeing another person die violently.
Yeah.
Right?
For
like
fucking no reason.
Yeah. And it's insane, right? And I mean, I've had to go through therapy for years.
Yeah.
That's so I got medically retired for combat PTSD.
Really?
Right.
Do
And
you still deal with it right now? Like,
I all the time. Like that's why. Yeah. So you had asked me earlier, about smoking weed and stuff like that, and like why I get into it now is one of my prescriptions is for a nightmare medicine.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that existed.
I didn't either.
What is it called?
Prozazin. I'm not going to say it right. I'm not good at military medical terminology.
No, that's good.
But yeah, it is literally a pill to
help if you don't
have nightmares.
If you don't have it, you don't have nightmares, or you have nightmares. Like,
yeah.
Does it work?
So it works a little bit.
Is it just like a sleep aid?
So almost? I think so. It's to keep you asleep, but I think it is also engineered to increase.
Your nightmares are that bad?
Huh? Oh yeah.
What are they? Would you be willing to share one?
So like one reoccurring nightmare for as subtle as this one is. Okay, so you seen the original RoboCop movie?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a part in that movie where, the main character he's driving away, right, and he looks in his rearview mirror, and he sees his wife and son waving at him, but they're very kind of stoic, almost statuesque, with just this like very simplistic motion, right? And so in this dream, it's like I go into a cul-de-sac, right? And within this cul-de-sac, my very best friends that I lost, they're in this cul-de-sac, and it's almost like I make a loop right within it, and they are wearing the exact same thing that I last saw them in, and they're waving at me, like in the RoboCop movie,
Yeah.
right? To where it's like it's almost kind of emotionless, very stoic, very simplistic movement, right?
Maybe almost like, hey, just see you later, not like goodbye.
Yeah, but even take more emotion out of it, even than that. It's more just I'm standing here and I'm just waving.
That's just hard to
There's
understand.
right. And
I don't
so
under. I don't
well,
understand.
so basically, it's like they're waving bye to me,
Hmm.
but you don't know if they're like waving bye or if they're waving to say like what's up. It's like
Oh,
there's just no emotion in the
almost like you keep
face.
seeing them.
Exactly. I continue to see them, but
That's interesting.
but it's always in
Would
like
you
this
rather see
loop.
them or not see them?
I would rather not.
Interesting.
I would rather remember them for who they were or who I knew them than
Gotcha.
to continue to see them in this dream,
Yeah.
because as I'm driving into this like cul-de-sac or
Mhm.
just I don't know if driving or whatever, but just going into it, and they're standing there. They're in the same uniform I saw them in last, and they're waving at me,
You always see them
and
in uniform.
it's oh yeah, yeah, every time. And then it's like as soon as I start to wave back, they're like pulled away into like the void. It's like they're being taken away from me again. And it's like I'm in this circling of this cul-de-sac,
Yeah.
and they're pulled away
And
from
they're
me
being. You're seeing
every time.
every. Okay.
I see them.
You keep losing them.
I keep losing
You
them.
keep losing
Yeah,
them.
they're torn from me over and over and over, right? Because I lost them. And so
Fuck.
that's one of them. And the other one is anything to do with children.
You see a lot of children's stuff over there.
So
I hear the
yeah,
rape thing's big deal over there.
it's real big. So the Taliban, they will use basically to get villages to cooperate, right? So they'll go to village elders and they'll just be like, "Hey, look, you're going to do this. You're going to give us men. You're going to let us use your village as a cache. Uh, you know, eh, basically, you're gonna do whatever we want, right?" And if the village is kind of like, "Well, no, I'm not really feeling that," the village elders like, "No, not really feeling that," then they immediately go after family members, and so they'll take a village elder, they'll take his grandson and they'll cut his tongue out and pull his eyes out,
What?
and they'll use him
For what?
sex or to just get cooperation. Yeah, it's a real thing.
Why do they
Like,
cut? What?
well, because it's absolute control. It's absolute domination without them actually killing, right? Because you're trying because they're trying to get cooperation. They're trying to get that sort of control, right? So it's like, hey, I'm going to take your grandson. I'm going to mutilate them, but not to the point where they die. But then they're going to live their life like that.
Yeah.
And then if you give me any guff, then we're going to kill your
Keep
grand
going.
we're gonna kill your grandson, but we're gonna do it in the most volatile way possible. Oh, and by the way, we're gonna make you watch.
Yeah.
And so like this is the stuff that goes on, but
They're
like
doing it to their own people.
their own people. That's how it is, you know. So over there, um, like I watched.
Why do you think this stuff isn't talked about more often?
Well, because nobody wants to hear
It's
this.
hardcore, dude.
It's hard to hear, right? Like, bring somebody in here who has a child, right? And if I told them the things that I've seen, how children are actually treated in other places in third world countries, right? It makes you sick because you can't fathom the idea of that, right? So it's like, for me, it's like I have kids, right? And it's like the mere thought or idea
I don't have
of,
kids. I'm about to throw up.
yeah, okay, there you go. Like, just imagine it's like you're sitting here, and I'm, I'm telling you, it's like, all right, hey, Eric, guess what? This is what you're going to do, right? What is human nature,
And we're
right?
paying for it.
Human nature is, I tell you you're going to do this. Your natural response is like,
Hell
if
no.
it's not something in your benefit or something that you enjoy, you're just, no, I'm not, right? But then, I'm just like, okay, well, wait here. I'm going to go get your child who is your flesh and blood, and I'm literally going to
So you're
disfigure
getting
them.
to the point where they're choosing to do the wrong thing for the wronger thing because the wronger thing might happen.
Yeah, but in their eyes, it's not necessarily the wrong thing.
Yeah.
They don't see it that
They
way.
have to choose that to protect their children.
Right. Right. And so at that point, that's when a village elder who might have been on our side, right, of the thought process or whatever, um, they don't want to see their family get killed. They don't want to see their family mutilated.
From what
So,
you've seen when you were there, do you think it's gotten better since we pulled out or worse?
no, it's the same.
It's just
It's
just the same
yeah,
hellhole.
just the same. Yeah, it's the same because that's just how they live.
there's just no way of fixing it.
There isn't. The only way you could fix that sort of issue is, one, if you just basically wiped them out and started fresh with new ideals, new everything, right? Or you appeal to the other thing that they got going for them, which is greed. So they are starving for money. Everybody over there is corrupt. Everybody over there can be bought.
Do you think it's corrupt or just starving, just like you said?
For some,
Is corruption getting is getting your safety and your freedom? Is that corrupt if you had to go through those loopholes to do it?
I I wouldn't know how to exactly answer it. Like, if my family was in a precarious situation where somebody's just like, "Hey, I'm gonna kill your family unless you do this for me," right? And then I put a price tag on it, be like, "All right, I'll do it. Just give me this,
Yeah.
and I'll make it happen."
Yeah.
Right? Is that corrupt? It doesn't feel corrupt.
Is it corruption though? Probably, yeah.
Maybe.
Is that what we call corruption?
Is
Is our safety in
right,
public?
right.
Is that,
Well, especially if I'm going against maybe somebody else who I've like given my word to,
yeah.
right, or something that's like, hey,
You've
I've
given an oath to?
yeah, it's like, hey, I've said that I'm
And then you
going
turn.
to do this
Yeah.
for
Gotcha.
these people or this person or whatever, but then this person over here is just like, no, you're not going to do that for those people, and if you do, I'm going to kill your kids, or
Yeah.
I'm going to kill your family. And then I'm like, all right, don't kill my fam, just give me, X amount of dollars, and I will do what you want,
Mhm.
right? So is it corrupt to seek that sort of self-preservation or the safety for your family? I mean, I would want to say no, but at the same time, is the actions corrupt of you just got bought?
I think morally it hurts.
Oh, absolutely.
You probably don't like go through life without thinking
Well,
about
and
it.
that's what these people get put into over there is, when we say we get put between a rock and a hard spot, they literally get put in the most like damned if you do, damned if you don't situations. Now, some of them like it. Some of them like basically pretending to be on our side and then not.
Yeah.
Right? Like, some of them are, but some of them don't. Like, in fact, when on my last deployment, we had one guy there that he was Afghani, and this dude, he was brilliant. He spoke like 15 languages fluently. He could read and write like 12 of those languages fluently. Like, he was considered a certain class of interpreter for us. And the reason why he came to us is the Taliban killed his entire family. They butchered his wife and his kids. So they literally took away this man's everything. So, you know, he came to be with us to fight back.
Yeah.
Now, ultimately, you know, Afghanistan is still considered the reigning champion when it comes to war at all. They still have been considered, like, they haven't been beat.
Just the ruthlessness
Yeah.
that they have.
Well, it's because warfare is all they know. It's warfare's, that's it. The Russians didn't beat them back in the 90s, and it was like, you know, for all intents and purposes, like, we went over
because
there.
they're just willing to sacrifice everything.
They're willing to sacrifice everything, but they don't do, you know, it's near peer fighting. So you know, they don't dress in a specific uniform to, you know, go head to
So you
head
have to choose
against their
between
enemy.
killing a
Right. And so
child
it's like, hey, do I kill this woman or child that they basically just recruited forcefully?
Yeah.
Or do I try and find out the dude that recruited them forcefully, right?
Yeah.
But it's like, this woman's about to come, she, you know, she's in a V-bid, or she's got a S-vest, or, you know, it's like she's about to come kill a bunch of Americans while homie over here is getting away, you know, whatever. And it's just, there's like no great situation over there.
I think I miss like I bit a little bit more off than I can chew, asking people to come tell their stories. It's hard to hear.
It is.
I can't imagine what you're going through.
Well, so, and that's what, you know, coming back from that, like,
so how many years were you there?
struggles.
How many years you spent in the Army, and what happened when you got out?
So I was in the Army for 10 years.
Fuck.
Yeah, 10 years. And then
thank you.
Yeah, man. It was great. It was my place, man. That was my thing. Even the war.
Thank you, man. We appreciate it.
The war, like, I'm glad I got to go over and do my part. I'm glad I got to serve. I'm a soldier at heart, always will be. Do you pay an enormous cost when doing that? Absolutely, because you know, I lost my first marriage while in the Army. I had lost. I didn't get to see my kids for a solid year and change at one point. I was, you know, completely committed to being a soldier, and you know, I was good at my job.
Mhm.
I was good at my job, and, you know, unfortunately, I couldn't play nice with others. Eventually,
It seems like you have that kind of in your heart, like.
Well, because
it's wild, because like hearing your story, it's wild that you'd never lash back at us.
Well, and because, you know, and plus, you know, I had several friends die.
Mm-hmm.
You know, one of my absolute best friends saved my life, and he's actually a pivotal part to my story, because he's the only reason I'm actually still here.
Okay. You want to talk about it?
So basically, I was at my lowest point in life. I was dealing stuff with deployment, just psychological stuff. I just lost my marriage. My kids were gone, and I was at the lowest point in my life. And I sent one text message to my absolute best friend, and I told him, I was like, dude, if you don't get here soon, it's gonna be too late. And so it was at that point I went. I got my gun. I racked around, and I was about to put myself down, and he kicked in the door.
When did this happen?
This, when was that? 2000. Oh,
Do you remember how old you were?
oh,
What is that? What are you looking at?
Oh, my memorial bracelet.
What is that?
So this is him.
The same guy.
Yep. So
What happened to him?
So His name is Staff Sergeant Ethan Fisher. So he was.
So you're still in the Army at this point.
So I'm still in the Army at this point, and I'm about
Post or pre-deployment?
post.
Okay.
So I'm about to put myself down. This dude,
Is it because of that?
just well, because of everything. It was a culminating event. Basically from deployment struggles, um, marital struggles, parental, just kind of a little bit of everything, right? To where I was so overwhelmed that I'm just like, I'm done. I'm done, right? And so I sent him the one text message, and he showed up, and the dude saved my life that night. He truly did.
Something he said, or did he just force you to do something?
He basically got me into behavioral health.
Mm-hmm.
He got me into behavioral health so that way I could start to
Did
talk
he
to
just show that
somebody.
he cared? And then you were just like, okay, all I needed was somebody.
No, it was a little bit more. It was a little bit more than that. Like, he had to come at me with kind of knowledge, kind of just logical thinking. And he's just like, if this happens, then this is going to happen. And he's like, just think about it, right? And then he would also talk about, his deployment and just the similarities that we had, right? And so basically he was just trying to be on my level and just be human with me, more or less. And he's talking to me in a way that only soldiers are going to talk to each other, because he knows what I'm going through. And so get into behavioral health, start to get better, yada yada yada. Well, December 3rd, 2021, he drove a block away from his house by himself, put a gun to his head, and killed himself.
What?
So,
what?
Like, the man, he saved my life and then turned right around and did exactly what I was going to do.
He didn't call you?
Nope. And that was something I held against myself for the longest time. I was like, was I not, what could I have done to be a better homie, be a better bro to him, to where he would have reached for me the same way I reached for him,
I don't think that has anything to do with that.
in which I've had to learn that
Maybe
over
you didn't
years.
want to die. Maybe he actually did.
Well, that was the difference, though, is I did at the time, but I threw out the tiniest lifeline for someone to actually, physically intervene, or, emotionally, spiritually, whatever, right? Like, the difference between the two of us when it came to the mindset is, I think I gave an open door, like just a crack.
Yeah, he had that bitch locked
for him to go in, and yeah, his was locked.
Yeah.
And I beat myself up about that for a long time, because I was probably one of the few people that I didn't hate him for going out the way he did, because me and this dude lived together for a little while at one point. So, like, when I was divorced at this point, and I needed to find a new place to live.
Can we say his name one more time?
So Ethan Fisher.
What's his rank?
Staff Sergeant.
We just want to give a shout out to our fallen soldiers. Yeah. Thank you guys for doing what you do.
And he was an amazing guy. He was a sniper. He decorated soldier. Like, this dude had it all going for him. And plus, him and I, we were just we were family, Like, me and this dude used to sit on his back porch and just talk.
There's, unfortunately,
right?
whether you like it or not, sometimes you just make a connection.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Forever.
And so that's how it was. So when he put himself down, that was basically the straw that broke the camel's back for me.
So whenever that happened, did you feel like like you should have killed yourself, or did you feel
I
like
tried again.
really?
Yeah.
How come? So he kind of was like you. It was almost like feel for you, like oh, he was right. I was right the first time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So after he did it, I got put on a high risk list actually. Like I had to
Because you were so close with him.
yeah, cuz yeah.
Still in the
Um
army.
yes.
Okay.
And so at this point the commander had put me on a high risk list. Behavioral health put me on this, and essentially I had to be under watch and constantly checking in, all these things, right? And
You have like a
uh,
probation officer or something like that.
no,
Like a
not not
health
a probation
officer.
officer, but like I had an FSNCO
You had
that
somebody looking out for you. Is what I'm
yeah.
trying to get
So
at.
actually, the day we found out, my FSNCO, he wouldn't let me leave by myself. Like he went back to my apartment with me. He sat there. Dude wouldn't
He
leave.
genuinely showed concern, or was it
Oh yeah,
job?
yeah. He was because he was tore up too. He was tore up over the loss of Ethan as well. However,
Wild.
Ethan and I, it's like, you know how you have friends, you got good friends, you might even have a best friend, but then you've
You
got
got a
those,
brother.
but then you have a brother,
Then
then
you have
you
a
have
brother.
family,
Yeah.
right?
Where you don't have a choice.
Exactly.
There's no choice.
Exactly.
You just gotta be
So,
there.
so he knew that. So I couldn't be left alone for a while, and just within behavioral health, I at this point I couldn't really do my job anymore because I had joined a unit that our job was predominantly to work with foreign counterparts, right?
What does that mean?
So
So you're working with other
s-
armies?
right.
Okay,
Yeah, so
other
I was
military.
yeah, other militaries. And so basically like my job as a fister or a fire supporter, right? It's like I'm supposed to work with, you know, another country's equivalent to what I do, right? My problem was
They don't
I
have nearly the same.
no. No.
So what do you do? How does
So
that
so
work?
basically you take what they have and you try to make it better, right? Or you try and figure out the kinks if there's any in there, right? Or you present new ideas. You try and bring maybe new thoughts and processes to the table to just make this allied country more effective within your warfighting function, right?
So you're not actually. So whenever you're even over there, you're not actually trying to fight the war. You're trying to get them to fight their war better.
Right. Yeah. So the unit I had joined, that was our job. So we were combat advisors.
Okay.
So, essentially we're to just get other countries to just bolster up their military and their tactics, and so on and so forth. Um, I I couldn't play nice with others.
Sorry,
Mm.
I'm just getting stuff.
Yeah, no
ready.
worries.
My bad. I'm still new at this.
Yeah.
Please don't hate me. My bad.
Yeah. So
You want
anyways,
another one of those?
so yeah, I'd
You
take
gotta
one.
go pee.
No, I'm good. If
I
there
do.
if there's another.
Yeah, I sent Matt on a run.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'll take another. Yeah, man.
That's the hard thing about these long conversations.
Yeah, but I mean that's what editing's for and all that stuff. Oh no? Oh, okay. I love that.
I
Your podcast is just raw.
Yeah, well, see, I get a lot of crap about it. Nobody likes that. Everybody's like, "No, I won't come on unless you're at it," because I think they're afraid of saying something that they don't want to say. But the thing is that's what this is all about. This is your story. Whatever comes out of your mouth are your feelings.
Yeah.
That's what you feel in your heart, and that's why you say it.
Yeah.
This is not about. This is not for me. This is for us.
Right.
This is
Yeah.
some odd way it is for me because I wish I could be on that side.
Well, you're
of
a
the
facilitator.
Table, you know what I mean?
You're a facilitator. Like you're giving people that opportunity that most people will never get. You know, they won't get the opportunity to say their story outside of looking at themselves in a mirror.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, that's hard too. I can't look at myself in the mirror. Look
Well,
at
I
me.
know.
I look like
I
a
mean,
gorilla.
Dude, all the time. I start looking at myself now in the mirror and I'm just like, shit. Like, dude, I'm actually getting old. Like I'm getting wrinkles, man. Like I have gray and white hair.
I see it.
Like,
Your
yeah,
beard.
it's all in my face too, man. It's just like, holy shit. It's like I'm getting old for real, bro. Like, you know?
So
No, but I definitely love this. Thank you.
you can play with them.
Yeah.
That's what they're here for. So you're getting out of the army. You're coming home.
Yeah. Yeah, getting out of the army. Basically for my time in service and my time in grade, I got medically retired.
What happened?
Not just
the
medically,
PTSD.
right. So I got actually retired, not just separated.
You have to see a lot of therapy to do that.
Yeah, well, years and years. Well, so right there.
What's this?
So that's my DOD card now. That's my ID,
bro.
But
I'll hold that up to the camera. Show me what you look like. I'll do it.
Yeah. Them's my credentials. But that word right there, retired.
Yeah,
that's what makes the world go round, bro.
What do you need that for? Why do you carry it?
Well, because now it's it truly is my ID for just.
If you pull that out, nobody's gonna be okay.
Well, okay. So like in the military, you know, when you have medical insurance, right? So you don't get actual insurance cards like maybe how a civilian would. Your ID is your insurance card.
Gotcha.
Right.
Just no questions asked. Just make it happen.
Now you end up getting a bunch of different IDs, right? So it's like I have a VA ID, which that is essentially my.
So do you get payments from being retired, or really?
Yeah.
Awesome, dude.
Yes, yeah. Well, and I mean, so that's why I've gotten the opportunity to where it's like I can go back to school full time and actually utilize my GI Bill, and you know, basically in seeking that betterness, right, that betterment that I was talking about earlier. It's like I am content with who I am, how I am, you know, all these things, but you know, I have a goal.
Drive for more.
Yeah, I want to drive for more because you know there's nothing wrong with having aspirations to become more.
Not at all.
But at the same time, I'm still very happy with where I'm at.
Do you still feel
currently.
a stigma from your dad and your grandpa because they did this and that's what they accepted? And do you feel like this kind of like not permission to go do more?
It's funny that you said it because for the longest time within the military, and I actually had to talk to a therapist about this. Due to the childhood, I wanted to outdo my dad. So when it came to military service, when it came to the Army for my grandpa, you know, as far as I know and am concerned, you know, he was basically your rock star soldier, right? Just solid, you know. But my dad, like I know his military career, right? And I wanted to be better than him. So I don't know if it was a slight, like, maybe some sort of a grudge or something, right? But basically, my dad, he got out of the army as a corporal, right? And so for me, I'm just like, well, I'm gonna be better than you. I'm gonna get a higher rank.
or like just I'm better than you.
Yeah,
Just like-
yeah, exactly. Because when I first went into the military, it's like my dad and I had kind of already. It's like we had already repaired our relationship, right?
Yeah.
Like we were already
Mhm.
best buds. However, it's like there was this unconscious, still, like, I have to be better than you because you put me through hell.
So that's what I want to ask. This next question is probably a hard question to answer. Do you feel like your childhood was taken away from you because you were being bred to be a soldier?
Maybe only in some aspects.
Do you feel like you were
Just-
bred into being a soldier?
Yes, a little bit. Just because of how my dad would be.
But your
towards
childhood
me.
wasn't necessarily taken away, but you were definitely.
The childhood wasn't necessarily. I wouldn't consider it taken away because of military aspects. I would consider it taken away because of neglect.
Are you still proud of what you
Or-
did, though?
I am.
Good.
I am. The only thing that stings the most now is the
The dreams and the memories.
the dreams and the memories. Now I had to overcome a lot. So, like, my buddy Ethan, he was not the only casualty that
Yeah, of course.
sank my spirit.
Can't even imagine, dude.
And so it's just, well, I mean,
How do you
for-
overcome that
like, for
kind
the
of
sa-
fear, dude?
for the sake of, Matt, your best homie, right? Imagine watching him die.
I know. I can't.
but
imagine.
not dying from his own devices. He's been killed. He was taken from you. That's what I live with every single day. So,
How do you do it? What helps? God?
well, so
You talk to God?
at first, alcohol, lots of alcohol, and I mean, I can
It
say
does help.
I can say this now because I'm out of the army, but I was doing a bunch of cocaine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was doing a bunch of coke.
Coke puts me right to sleep,
Dude, polar opposite for me. So I already have, like, diagnosed ADHD,
Mhm.
right? So typically stimulants can, like, just chill me out, right? So that's why, like,
In the army.
right? Yeah. So
Hold on. We'll steer around it.
yeah, okay.
Don't put yourself.
Yeah. But so I was on the outs though.
Okay.
So I was already, like, processing out
Mhm.
when I was getting into this,
Yeah.
right? But the nightmares were so severe.
Do you think that was helping to it, or it helped you?
No. And this is why I actually, like, I advocate, to not do things like cocaine, because here's the thing, and this is gonna sound,
You said not to do that.
I said not to do it. So this is gonna sound ass backwards, but here's the thing. Cocaine's amazing. It's awesome. I will say that, right? It makes you feel amazing. You'll have
What's it make you feel like?
you'll have the best conversations. It'll open up your mind. You'll have these great ideas.
Just enjoy
you're-
life?
Yeah,
Like-
you're inspired. You feel good about talking with
Does your
people.
body feel good?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Well, right up until I got the drip
I don't know. what
out
that
of the
means.
nose.
Okay.
Nose start bleeding, right? Just start doing that, or not being able to sleep for days on end. Like, that shit catches up to you. Plus, what I didn't
I do that
know-
without coke. I just have
Yeah.
anxiety.
but what I didn't know too is, like, like everything in nature, it's like what goes up must come down.
Yeah.
So the high was incredible. I'll tell you that right now. I'm not gonna bullshit that at all. Like, the high was awesome.
Yeah.
However, the come down
You start dealing with emotions and memories and all that shit.
Well, yeah, that's because
you've been high so long and ignoring
Right,
it, and then
right.
whenever you're like, oh, I'm
right.
still here, and it's all still
the
happening.
dopamine and the endorphins, everything's just going, man, and you feel, yeah, I mean, just fucking rock and roll, man. Like you feel great. However, once the come down starts to hit, and you don't just re-up that high, right? Now, all of that goodness that you had going on in your mind, it's all bad. It's all negative, and now it's like times 1,000, right? So it's like, I was already sad and depressed about my friends dying. Now I'm ready to kill myself because I'm even
Again,
yeah, because I'm even more sad.
he didn't
I'm
motivate
even
you not to
more-
do it. Or you kind of felt like you had a pass because of it.
Well, so I didn't dive into drugs until after Ethan had killed himself because I was looking for any escape I could find. So alcohol, like, I've been drinking for, a gazillion years by this point already. So all alcohol did was basically
Suppress it.
well, no, not even. It made the memories fuzzy, right? So it made memories fuzzy. Yeah, it made that kind of stuff fuzzy, but it never got rid of the problem.
How did you actually deal with it?
How I actually dealt with it was I had to leave the state. I had to leave the state, and I had to cut off everything.
How did you do that? Where'd you go?
Bakersfield, California.
Oh, shit. You came back.
I came back. So when I'm medically retired.
Coming back was a good thing for you.
It was, but it was incredibly difficult because now because I was in Colorado. When I came back to Bakersfield, like, it felt like a breath of fresh air, because I wasn't doing coke, I wasn't drinking the way that I had been. I had my kids again.
Having Adam around, you got this conviction. You can't do that.
Well, no, actually, Adam and I did not see each other when I first came back. So Adam and I, we were on the outs. We were on the outs.
What does that mean? You guys were like not talking?
We weren't friends.
Oh, what happened?
I got divorced.
Oh.
And so Adam, he has very strong religious conviction when it comes to, marriage and divorce and stuff like that. And so when he found out that I had gotten divorced, essentially, I was in the wrong as far as he was concerned. Like, right, wrong, or indifferent, he did not approve that I had gotten divorced. But I think that was at the time, right? Because him and I, we randomly bumped into each other at Tembler Brewing one night because him and his wife, they were there for a high school reunion. And when him and I saw each other, like, it wasn't the best encounter because, like,
I think you guys both care about each other so much.
Yeah, and at this point, honestly, there was bad blood. Like, he had reservations against me.
Really?
And
I can't see him doing that.
He did. He had reservations against me, and I held that sort of decisions and judgment, right? I held that against him on, like, who are you to be so judgmental towards me for getting a divorce? It's like, you know what? Screw your religious standpoint right now. That's how it was, right? However, I think it was not an accident that him and I ran into each other like that, because then we talked and we started to rekindle, and we started to repair and rebuild, and now we have a great friendship, just like how we used to, right? And so, yeah, Adam, to this day, like, I love that guy to death. He's amazing. He's been a best homie for over 20 years now. So, friends fight. That's what they do. It happens, right?
Me and my friends seem to fight a lot.
but he also, he had a lot of wise words. He had a lot of wise counsel for me.
His dad's smart.
And he is, and it sunk in a little bit more than maybe other people telling me, right? Because he does know me. We are the same age. We are in the kind of just the same phase in life, right? Just going together.
He's the one that suggested you come on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well, here I am. So, see, count on Adam, good old Adam, to just put it all together. But yeah, so that happened when I first came back. Like, I came back, got a job at the gym, got fired because
What'd you get fired from the gym for?
because
Ex-cop, ex-military, freaking killer.
I
Can't work at a
because-
gym, dude. What's going on?
Well, that's
here?
because I didn't have any people skills. I got fired because I wasn't making a sales quota. I wasn't making enough phone calls and text messages and stuff like that. And when people would come in, they'd be like, "Hey, I'm looking for a gym. I want to get into working out." And for me, I'm just very like, "Yeah, what do you want to do? Lift weights? Yep, the weights are right
It's
there."
like, stop talking
They're
about
like,
it, go do it.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like I didn't have those kind of like gushy, just like, oh, let me sweet talk you and just blow sunshine up your ass, type of conversation.
Mhm.
I was still very militaristic in my presentation on
Yeah,
things.
get to work, dude.
Right?
So,
Exactly. It's like, you want to do this? Okay, good. Shut your mouth and go start.
Yeah.
Like, get busy.
Yeah.
Come talk to me in 3 months when you've made some progress, right? Like, and that was just kind of my general disposition. And yeah, apparently that's not what people want to hear at a gym. They want to hear, they want to be pampered to a degree.
Help me. I don't want to do the work. I
Right,
need this
right.
done. I'm
Even
at the gym. I'm like the doctor. Fix
It's like,
me.
it's like, even though I'm not the personal trainer, it's like, please speak words of awesome to
Yeah.
me, and give me hopes and dreams of getting better physically. And it's like, I want you to basically just spit all this happiness
They just-
crap
yeah,
at
they just
me.
don't wanna
And,
do it.
and me, I'm just like, no.
Yeah.
It's like, you want to work out, you want to get in shape? Cool. That's great. Get to work.
Yeah.
Because it's like, that's what we had to do in the military.
Yeah.
In the military, you don't get to just talk about being in shape. You don't get to just
Nike,
dream about
just
it.
do it.
Just do it. It's like you have to do it. Yeah, and you either do it or you don't. And if you don't, eventually you'll find your way out of the military
Yeah.
because you just can't hack it. I vividly remember I had a commander in Oklahoma that when he found out I was going to the 10th Mountain Division, so he was a runner and he didn't like big guys. So I just genetically, I've always been a big guy, even in basic training.
Yeah, but you turned it into like a good thing.
Well, so even in basic training, right? Like, I lost like 30 some odd pounds because we're just getting smoked over and over and over every single day, right? Like they regulate our water intake, they regulate our meals.
Really?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
like
that would
they
drive me
dude,
crazy.
they regulate everything. It's just like, hey, here you have an MRE, you have 5 minutes to fucking eat. Get busy, right? And so like me, I'm used to the point like I don't even heat up my MREs, right?
Just
And it
eat
comes
it.
with a little heat because you don't have time.
Yeah.
You don't have time, right? And so
And if you're in the midst of war.
exactly. And so, I had drill sergeants that they were coming off of intense deployments, right? And so it's like now they are training soldiers to continue the fight, not to just be soldiers, but to create fighters, war fighters, right? Because the war's not over yet. We still have more fighting to do, right? So they're not going to do this whole like, hey, let me baby you and hold your hand and be like, oh, hey, go take a sip from the water fountain over here. It's like, no, you didn't fill up your canteen. Well, too fucking bag, bro. It's like, we're moving out. You're not going to miss movement, blah, 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 blah.
As hard as this is for you to tell, it's refreshing for people who haven't been through that to know, because I think that we have this theory in our head that we send up just random pussies to go fight and die.
Well, and
But if you guys are
yeah.
actually having to go through shit to like Like having without water, dude, that's a hard thing to do.
Like, bro, I have more stories than I can count about just something as simple as lack of water, right? But I mean, when I was in basic training, I had this drill sergeant that he even took our platoon down to the tire pit one time for bayonet training. Bro, they that's not even doctrinal training anymore to train with a bayonet. But this guy had gone through such a severe deployment that in his mind, he was so jacked up that the thought of hand-to-hand combat was actually like that stuck with him. So in his mind, he thought, I need to take these guys, I
There's
need to
something
take
I
this
need to
platoon.
know.
They need to know how to fight hand-to-hand combat with a bayonet.
That's scary.
They don't even issue bayonets anymore,
You have
but
to buy
guess
'em?
what? We were doing it.
Really?
Yeah. So a bayonet on a rifle, yep. I know how to butt stock to the face and everything. Like it's one of those things, you know. Um
And maybe
and
because
it
our
sucks,
those
but
those countries that we're actually dealing with, they're not as advanced as us, so we
well,
are kind of fighting with bayonets. at that
well,
point.
and that's the thing too. It's you have to step in the direction of whatever the warfare leads you, right? If it is more of a guerrilla warfare
What do you think about all
style,
these drones, dude?
the drone thing, it's like I'm not surprised.
It's scary,
Like
right?
I'm not shocked at all, honestly, because like the last time I was in Afghanistan, we had they're called drone defenders, right? And it's this backpack. It looks like a Ghostbuster backpack, and I mean we would even call it that. But you've got this, backpack on, and you've got this. I mean, it kind of looks like a rifle. It's not a rifle, but it kind of looks like it. But essentially, if you see a drone, you point this thing at the drone, squeeze the trigger, and it basically disrupts the frequencies and everything that goes to that drone, and
Really?
the drone will just boop,
Really?
and it'll come crashing to the ground
That's cool.
because the Taliban, they've been using drones for a hot minute now. However, they were using them for observation purposes. They weren't actually
Stratum
they weren't
grenades.
actually equipped with munitions yet. That that kind of didn't show up until later, and then the war between Russia and Ukraine, that's when it has like it's hit a whole new level of just using drones to drop grenades or drop mortars, stuff like that. So I'm not shocked, I'm not surprised, and you know what, as a war fighter, I'm like, that's a great fucking idea.
It kind of
That's
is.
a
just
great
scary,
it's a great
like,
idea, but yeah,
if we could just find a common enemy that's not other humans,
right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
why are we killing each other? It just doesn't make sense.
It's because
Property.
well, no, because human nature, we will always be in conflict. That's why, from somebody that has been in war, seen war,
Yeah.
I've done things in war. At no time in my lifetime, your lifetime, kids' lifetime, whoever, there will never be absolute peace. There will never be absolute peace. Not everybody will always get along. And you know why? Because somebody is always going to want something that somebody else has. And they will try and get it diplomatically. They might try and manipulate to try and get it, or they'll use force. But that's because people are always different. Everybody's different. It's instinctual. It can be learned traits, like somebody can learn how to be an evil person. However, like kleptomaniacs, right? It is a diagnosed disability to where it's just like somebody who doesn't even want to be a bad person, but they go into somebody else's house and they just have this overwhelming compulsion that it's like they have to take something. They have to.
It's weird.
They have to take something because the thrill, the rush, or just something in their brain is saying that they have to remove something from somebody else. And it's like humans will always be engaged in conflict. Like this war that we just got out of, the GWAT, like, bro, that's not our last war. There will be another one. Will it be in our lifetime? Who's to say? Probably.
Are
I
we not at war now?
I would. I mean, maybe just with ourselves.
That's a big one. I
would
got a
s-
question for
yeah.
you that I've been putting off
Yeah,
for
man.
like close to like an hour.
Yeah, send it.
Do you still have like what are they called? Fatigues? You still have your uniform?
Sure
You
do.
still have all your stuff?
Yep.
Do you ever look at it?
All the time.
Does it make you feel feelings?
It does. So some stuff I can't look at.
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah. So some stuff I have a hard time looking at because I remember vividly of, when I wore it in the past.
You ever put it on?
Not sober.
Hmm. You go back to feel those feelings sometimes?
Oh yeah. Like my drinking has to be monitored by my wife. So she
Is
is
she going to be mad at me?
no, not at all. No, because she knows.
Okay.
No, she knows. No, she's my absolute rock. Actually, my wife, she is the reason why I didn't have to go to like formal counseling anymore because she's never been in the military. She doesn't know anything about the army.
And she listens.
And she listens, and how like what
That's cool.
what I mean to her is more than I have probably ever felt to like anybody, right? And so because of her, she will monitor me like intensely. So like this last 4th of July, I had an incident um because I did not know that the neighborhood we live in, it's like mortar central, bro. Like, dude,
Can I slow you down real quick? So you are still, if I, without being disrespectful, and maybe I'm wrong, I'm just going to ask. The alcohol does help with the PTSD.
I'd say no.
No, but
No.
it's somehow, so why are you, is it just a habit? What do you, how?
Because I'm playing my part. I need to feel bad. I need to feel the loss of my friends.
So you just do it to take back to keep yourself right.
Yeah. What's up, Matt? I don't want to lose their memory ever. So the day Sergeant Zach McCombs died.
That's another one.
Mm-hmm. The day
Hold on, Matt, you're going to have to come sit down because you're just a distraction. No, you got to come sit.
But you act like we don't know who
You don't have to be on
bro.
camera. You don't have to be on camera. Have we had a break? Do you want to take a break? Let's take a break.
Yeah, I'll take piss break.
Huh?
Piss break.
All right, and then we're going to go back to Staff Sergeant
No, so it'd be so Sergeant Zach McCombs and Specialist Lyric Young. Yeah, his first name was Lyric. It was a cool first name.
I say it one more time. I didn't get that one.
Lyric.
I know. I get it. His first name.
Yeah. Lyric.
His whole.
Oh, Lyric Young.
What was he?
He was a specialist when he passed.
Lyric Young.
Yep.
Hold on. Come talk on microphone if you're gonna come talk. This is all being recorded. No, we're not. Go piss. I'm gonna set up another mic.
Yeah.
And then we'll grab beers and keep going.
Sounds good.
Mic test. Sorry, guys. I'm not honestly sorry. Things are just kind of getting emotional around here. And so, that's kind of what I started this whole thing out to be, is just a way for you guys to come tell your story. And if it helps somebody in the process, then so be it. If it doesn't, then you don't have to listen. But yeah, I guess I'll just sit here and riff until they get back. I call it relax, bro, because sometimes I just need to relax, and I take everything really serious. I take my emotions too serious. I take my job too serious. I take art too serious. Things bother me when they're not right. I feel like everybody should be doing their best work in everything that they do. And then I realize that we're only on this life for so long, and I just need to relax, bro. And that's kind of where we're at. I don't know. I hope you guys are still listening. This is part 2 of Guy's episode. Once they are done crying, they'll be back. It's all right. That happens. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for believing in me and coming and spending your time telling me your stories. There's a lot of you that are probably going to listen to this and like it and everything else, but refuse to come tell your story. And for those people, I just want to say, like, this is hard for everybody. You're more than welcome to come tell your story.
It's a little bit older now. I got white hair on my face now, bro.
Yeah, I just shaved a couple days ago. You ain't seen mine.
I know. I'm looking at Eric over here, and I'm just like, son of a bitch.
I look like an idiot, bro. I got a Joe Dirt freaking beard if you've ever seen it.
Okay, well, okay.
Look at this.
I have
Look at this
seen-
thing. You can
Yeah,
see right
but
through it.
But
That's
at
cool.
At least you still
That's
got
cool. It's
color in it, though. You don't
Yeah.
look like this shit right here, bro. Like, it's not all white and just. Like,
yeah, cool. You got some fucking red.
Yeah.
Don't be fucking. Oh, sorry.
We're trying to keep it YouTube friendly, please.
YouTube friendly.
Which
So.
is not going to be YouTube friendly in either way. This episode's going to be gnarly.
Yeah.
But thank you.
Well,
thank you
and-
again. And so Matt said he wanted to thank you. Let's hear
Yeah,
what you got to
yeah.
say, dude.
We pushed. I don't know if we pushed this guy or whatever me and this guy did, but we still have huge thanks to give to this guy because he changed his life for the better. And that doesn't happen.
Are you trying to say you're proud of him?
I am. I'm very proud of this guy. I actually just literally said thank you for changing your life when you seen your life where it shouldn't have been. When we don't do that. We don't do that and haven't done that.
Yeah. No, I appreciate it. And actually, I mean, it means a lot. It really does. Because, obviously, in times like this, it's like you can't help but reminisce how it's like we all were as kids, right? In high school. And, Eric and I, we've been talking about this already, that, we're playing our parts more or less, right? And we've actually we've included you in all those examples as well, to where it's like, you guys didn't know that I had come from such a shitty background as well, but you guys did too. Except your guys's was a little bit more known than mine was.
What do you mean by that?
Well, because I remember.
Because we
Like,
talked about it?
Because we talked about
our
it.
family was more
And
involved,
plus we were more around it, because if you guys remember, like, you guys met my dad, but it's like my mom was removed, she was gone, And other than that, it was just me, right? But even then, it's like my dad wasn't too heavily involved in everything that we were doing. But like I remember, going to your grandma's house and being in the garage, right? I remember struggles you were having with your mom and your home life. And I remember those conversations. And basically, all those experiences set the stage for how, three broken dudes, we were with each other in the manner that we were with each other, through skating and stuff like that, and I happen to be the fat kid.
No,
And
we didn't see that. We didn't see you like that. We saw you as a friend. We trust me, we never picked up on the idea of we saw through
We
the
saw
heart.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we saw you. We saw
Yeah.
you.
And
we
that
saw
was the
through
whole
heartache.
thing. It's like,
We saw through what we're going through. So it wasn't like
Matt's drunk already.
no,
yeah,
no.
that's okay.
Can you not say that?
Okay, I
Don't
won't say
explain that. I'm trying to literally make my point.
Yes, I'm listening.
I don't think he's mad at you anymore.
Literally, we seen through the broken. We all seen through each other's broken.
Bunch
Yeah.
of trash bags, dude.
Bunch of like you said.
And and how easy is it to take out the trash? Very, very easy.
That's
Very
a
easy.
good
More
analogy.
easy than very easy. More easy than we even know.
Before we jump back to the story, I just want to see if you guys remember this day.
The day you did the bench?
The
The day you all did the bench?
No.
Oh.
It was a different.
That's what I want to hear about.
I don't know. I don't remember his name, but it was lunch one day, and we were sitting out, and Eric, you were just like, bro, go over and I bet you won't slap the shit out of. What was that kid's name that used to remember? So he was younger than us. He was younger than us. He was
drunk.
like,
I'm drunk.
bro, he was.
You're trying to go back to
So we were all like, I think maybe sophomore, junior year.
What do you look like?
He was younger. I think he was like freshman. He had his longer hair. It wasn't as long as Matt's hair was. His hair was long.
My hair's not even long.
Bro, I'm talking back then. It was that shit was whoosh, down to here.
This is before I knew Guy. So this is a long time ago. I didn't know Guy was throwing cans at people. I didn't know he was like
Yeah.
What year was this?
a violent guy.
It was like exactly.
If I did,
It's
I would have
like-
had you do it like beating up my teachers, bro.
Well, because this was like 2001, maybe 2002, somewhere in there. But there was this kid that he also used to hang around with us because he skated, or a little bit, but he mostly like he like idolized you two because you guys were among like some of the better skaters of the whole entire school.
What?
And so I remember Eric one day, he was like, "You won't go over there and slap the shit out of whatever this dude's name was."
I'm
Was it-
so sorry, dude.
I know who it is.
And
know who it
I
is.
walked over, and Matt's just watching to see if I'm about to do it.
Oh my god.
And Matt had that same grin he's got on his face now. He's just watching. I walked over. I just, boom, just slapped him.
That guy's
right,
gonna shoot me later.
right across the face.
I'm
and
sorry.
after that,
I know, dude.
after
I'm
that,
sorry.
this
I'm
kid.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Stop. Let him finish the story.
Well, after that, this kid, he said he was gonna fight me after school. He said he was gonna like get other people. I think he even said he was gonna get like Pat Trammell to come beat me up or something. Like, oh, he
was
said
it,
he.
was this Tony Fister?
Oh, the redhead kid?
Was it
I don't think it was
No.
Tony Fister.
No, that doesn't sound familiar. No,
I was thinking it was Jerome.
Jerome seems.
It was a little white. It was a little white kid, bro. That he was younger than us, and he always hung out with us. Anyways,
It's Jerome.
No, because Jerome's not that young.
He was
Yeah,
younger.
no, this kid, he was like a year or two younger than us.
Really?
Like if we were juniors, he was a freshman. Like he was that much
I
younger.
am very sorry. I genuinely feel
But
like a piece of shit right now.
But I remember, I don't know why. I think it's just because that was the moment where it was like somebody like had a hit out for me, bro. Like it was wild, man. Because you're just like, guy, I bet you won't. I bet you bitch out. I bet you don't do this, right? And and then Matt's just like, yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
And-
that's the
and
club you're joining.
And I'm just like, you know
I'm
what?
the worst.
I was like, you know what? I'm gonna fucking do it.
I'm
I'm gonna do it. So I just went up to him.
Did you get in trouble?
Huh?
Did you get in trouble?
No, it was just us there.
Oh,
right.
shit.
But I mean, it was like during lunchtime or whatever, right?
Nobody gave a fuck.
And nobody cared about exactly like our group. Like nobody ever cared.
Right,
And
so those guys were
or
just being shenanigans.
so there was that time, and then there was the other time that you two dared me to ride my skateboard through the quad.
I do remember this.
And
Every day I talk about this.
and Mr.
I remember
Johnson, the
that.
dean,
I remember down the ramp.
down the ramp,
Through the
and
bricks. I remember that.
He caught me because at the time you weren't
He
supposed to ride your
He
skateboard
said,
at school,
Mr. Anderson.
and that was exactly it. And then he
Mr.
came and he
Anderson.
took my skateboard, and I had to call my dad later.
I
Oh,
And
dude, to
you
get it
two got
back.
roped into that
Oh,
too because I
dude.
was like, but Eric and Matt, and my dad was like, I don't give a fuck. Like he was like mad at the idea of you two.
Yeah,
but then
he didn't
was
like us.
super pissed at me.
But-
Oh man.
Hey, guy. You know
I think he was kind of proud though. At the
Ye-
same time, he's
no.
like, my guys finally got some
It's like
friends.
it's like he's down to its clown, bro.
You know what the funny thing is? So many parents don't like me. His grandparents hated me, so it's the same situation. And I'm really not a bad guy.
Matt,
Oh yeah.
I'm not a bad guy.
this isn't
I
your
just-
episode.
No, I'm just saying, like, it's kind of crazy that we put you in that situation. Like, and I remember that board. It was King of Kings.
Yeah, we were just talking.
Yeah, we were
I-
talking
Jamie
about it.
Thomas,
You were
yeah.
right.
That board
That's
was-
exactly it.
I
yeah.
thought that was the
And we-
sickest board.
We didn't dig into that. I asked you the question. I
Right.
asked you, did you find God before the board or after the board?
It would have been after. Yeah. It would have been after.
but that
not-
whenever you
not
met
before.
Tommy Pinkerton.
Oh man, that.
Do we really
dude.
want to dig into that?
This will be a different episode for all of us.
Yeah, when it comes, especially because we all have like a direct connect with
Jeez,
that
Lord.
guy. Like even after high school, Adam
That's
and I
wild.
still had
Yeah,
communication with that
we
guy.
all did.
Like I don't know if you guys did.
Let's
but
have a different discussion. about dude.
that would probably be a different episode
Okay.
altogether. But that's going to be like a
Get
collective.
all the guys together that were
Yeah.
almost raped
Oh
by
my
our
God,
former
dude.
teacher.
Yeah, dude.
So-
But so,
all right,
so
let's
anyway,
finish. Let's keep
Yeah,
going on
so-
with your
King
so-
of
story.
Kings.
Hold
I thought that was the coolest
Hold
board
on,
ever.
hold on. He was right in the middle of something, and we're on episode
So-
2, and we're almost at 2 hours again. So we're gonna have to start another episode. Let him finish what he's talking about.
Okay, so basically, getting back to, getting out of the military. I was a train wreck. So up into this point, I had 2 documented suicide attempts. Both,
Did somebody report those, or did you
Was
do
it-
that?
yeah, they were reported because both of those instances, they didn't happen because I stopped them. They were stopped because somebody else intervened. So
Was it a friend?
so
We already talked
well,
about
yeah,
it.
we,
We'll keep
we
going.
we talked about the one.
Okay.
But basically, when when I was like committed to doing something, I'm committed to doing it, right?
I think we all are.
But others interrupted. So basically, now I get out and I'm back in Bakersfield because my kids are here. So I just wanted to be around them, but it was already bad. Got a job at a gym, got fired because I wasn't very personable.
Because you suck at working on it.
Yeah,
Obviously.
because I suck at working.
'Cause you're
on
a
it.
monster,
I
dude.
hate. The gym's gay. It's stupid.
Hey, no, don't go there. Don't go there.
But so then that happens, and then I was kind of just trying to figure myself out, like really trying to fit where I fit.
What
trying
year
to
was
find-
it? What year
So
is
this
this?
was 2022.
This is coming up is what I was just getting at.
Right.
This is
So
more
yeah, so
recent.
we're up to 2022 now, man, and I really like the stereotypical, soldier having a hard transition, not really knowing where he fits in life. That was
You tried to get back into
that
the
was
police.
yeah.
You were a police?
Well, so I tried to get back into law enforcement
Oh, nice.
because after the military, I kind of thought that's really all
2022 still?
Yeah. It's kind of all I thought I was qualified for.
And you tried for sheriffs.
Yeah. Well, I tried for BPD first.
Okay.
And, well, I tried for both, and I mean neither worked out.
Why?
uh
Emotional issues?
No, not. I mean, so with BPD, there was a couple individuals within that agency that I didn't have the best relationship with.
You knew them prior to?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
I knew them before even the military.
Really?
But they weren't fans of me,
Huh.
and I wasn't fans of them either. So,
Interesting. I didn't know it.
but
happened
they
like
just
that.
happened to be in like shot caller positions.
So they played favoritism.
Yeah, I mean, that's how I would say it. But so that didn't work out, and then with the sheriff's department, so when I got divorced, right, I accumulated all this debt, and basically, like my credit score like tanked and stuff like that. And so then the sheriff's department did not want to hire me because my credit wasn't good enough.
That's scary.
Which in my mind, I'm like, wait a second.
Can we know?
So
Can you?
well, in my mind, I'm just like, wait,
What is the credit score?
I'm like,
No, don't talk
no,
about
yeah,
it.
I don't want to say that. But I'm just like, wait a second. You mean to tell me that with all the qualifications that I do have,
Yeah.
because my
Ex-military,
credit score's
yeah.
not high enough, you don't want to? I'm like, all right. So, but at that point, I was like, you know what?
I wonder what that is.
I have the GI Bill. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, why don't I go back to school
Yeah.
and actually
Are you going to school now?
yeah.
What are you doing?
I've been going to BC for industrial draftsman.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Dude, and I was like never good at school, but now I've got a 3.0
Good for you, dude.
and I'm projected to graduate in spring of 26.
Can I ask?
Because you don't got to Eric and Matt trying to get you to slap.
Oh no,
randomly.
He does. He's in my podcast right now.
I've had more Eric and Matts than I could shake a stick at, and I've had dudes in my life that were 10 times worse
Can I ask
than
you
anything you guys did.
some questions?
Yeah, man. Ask away.
Now that you're in school, you're married, you have your life going good for you.
Yes, sir.
Is it almost harder or easier to deal with your I don't know, maybe we should make a word for it. Those not memories, not experiences, but like those things, your trauma dreams.
So the dreams have gotten a lot better because one, like I said, I started smoking weed again.
Mm-hmm. You think it helps you?
It's I'm not like trying to do a plug for like
No,
drugs
people
or
need to
whatever.
hear it. People need to hear it.
But yeah, in truth, completely unbiased, it's like I started smoking weed because I'm like I'm in pain.
Yeah.
All the time.
Emotionally and physically.
Yes.
More emotionally or physical?
It's probably a little close to even. Like my body's pretty wrecked.
How often do you have an episode?
So the last major episode I had that is like worthy of talking about would be the last 4th of July.
Were you with your girlfriend then?
So I was with my wife
Yeah.
and a couple friends, right? And so we went outside to go light off some fireworks.
You don't have to tell her.
Well, basically, the story is our neighborhood, like everybody around there's got fucking mortars that
The
they're
mortars,
shooting off.
so
Yeah.
that shit got to you.
The mortars are shooting off.
Oh,
and
man.
at first,
You seem nervous talking about
well,
it.
and at first, it's like one here, one there. I'm kind of, just kind of ignoring it, trying to not really pay any attention to it, and like I'm trying to help with my kids, right? Like light some fireworks and shit like that. But then all of a sudden, bro,
You're trying to be a dad.
yeah, I'm trying to be a dad, right? Exactly. But then next thing you know, I hear, poof, and I'm just hearing boom, 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 and it becomes so overwhelming
Like a battlefield.
that exactly. And at that point, I went completely blank. I needed to take cover.
Is that what you did? Is that you ran
So
inside?
I went. I passed the lighter off to my wife, and I went inside and I hid in the bathroom. I
Did you
got
lay down. What did you do?
yeah. I was on the floor under the vanity in the bathroom, taking cover.
That's always generally the safest place in any.
So-
Yeah. So
Did you feel?
Were you drinking at the time first off?
I had, but not very much.
But so
So
whenever you went in there, you
Was it more of a tactical mentality that was clicking in?
Well, it was just more of the thought of incoming. So when you're on a fob, and usually there's a siren that goes off, and it just no, it's an actual audible siren that goes off when you're on these installations, downrange.
what's that
And
for being?
so it just goes incoming, 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 right? And you hear that over the loudspeaker, right? And so what that is, it's pretty simple.
And then you
override your instincts.
Yeah.
And then you hear them coming down.
Exactly. So in my mind, I start to hear all these mortars go off, and it becomes so overwhelming that in my mind, I'm hearing incoming, incoming, incoming. And at that point, I'm thinking like I need to go to an IDF bunker, which is indirect fire, right? And that's what you
So-
hide in until it's over.
So it's like a threat. You feel more of a threat in
Yes.
instinct than anything.
And so I went inside, and I took cover.
Did it make you feel better doing that?
It made me feel safer physically, but emotionally it was crumbling me because
You are running away from your family.
my wife and kids were still outside, and some friends were still outside, and in my mind I'm like, are they dead? Are they dying? Did I just lose some more? Did I lose some more? Because I'm just hearing all these explosions going off, and so my mind is just going in every fucking direction that there could be, right? And to the point where my wife, she had to come in and check on me, and she saw that I was hiding under the vanity, and at that point, you know what, everybody go home, and everybody understood too.
Did you know you were in that state of mind while it was happening?
Mindset. Like,
Or did you have to wake up later
Did you
and be like,
fli-
what
did
did
you
I do?
click?
Hold on, let me.
I had to I basically had to come out of the mindset. I had to come out of it, to like, and honestly, I didn't really come out of it until the next morning.
Can I ask a question real quick?
Hmm.
Do you know what disassociation is?
Mhm.
Is that what generally happens to you? You kind of disassociate.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah, that's something we were talking about earlier.
It's a drama, or it's not a drama, a trauma response. Like it actually pulls you out of your body to
Yeah.
where you're
Like-
not present.
Yeah, like creating you to be numb,
Yes.
and
to get the job done.
right.
Were
It's,
you-
yeah.
Did you feel like you were there?
So not in that moment. I didn't. In that moment, I would say I was not disassociated. If anything, I would say I was engulfed in the feeling, because
Did you feel like it was a
the-
threat more than it was a relief?
Oh yeah, there was no relief. It was
You felt like it was a threat. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
It was so you're taking point is what your natural functions were doing, no matter it was overriding what you were doing.
I think he just explained that it wasn't that. He was taking cover. He was
Yeah.
running for his
Yeah.
life.
Were you scared? Were you
Yeah, I
more
was-
scared
yeah, I
or
was-
taking point?
I was scared. I was worried. I thought there was incoming mortars, because I
That was the
know,
last one you had?
yeah, because I know what mortars sound like, and so when you hear
Do you
that,
feel like you're going to have that problem again? Like, done now does 4th of July give you, like,
Like, are you scared to even do it now?
Yeah, I mean,
That just sucks.
In truth,
That just
you know,
sucks.
if you were to ask me, like, hey, the next Fourth
You
of
got to
July
retrain
coming
your
up,
brain, dude. You got to start making it a
No,
fun
don't do that,
holiday.
don't do
So
that.
that-
You got to
Don't
go
do that,
out
don't
and
do that.
like,
see, when it comes to that though, so I've had therapists tell me that you know, it's like, you know, rewiring the brain.
yeah, pretty
right?
much, yeah, for sure.
Rewiring and stuff like that.
It's like setting your like could be okay. So I have this thing like whenever you watch porn,
Mhm,
it's like I call it like brain stains.
mhm.
You can't forget it. It's always in your head. If you want to look back and see that girl or that dude, you're gonna see that dick and that thing again. It's gonna come back.
Yeah,
And so the way to erase that is to those feelings that you feel like, oh, I'm gonna go watch porn. You choose not to, and you go wrench on something, or you go.
sure.
And I'm not saying that this is.
Self-indulgence.
Right.
I'm not saying that this is the answer.
Right.
You know, but I know that I have trauma from what my life is. I didn't see people die. I didn't kill nobody,
Sure.
but I did watch my mom get beat near to death
Yeah.
several freaking times, and that shit hurts. You
oh
know?
yeah, that's immense. It
So-
really is.
Seeing that, like, whenever I see those same conversations up, I know to turn away from them. I know to like walk away from them and choose to.
Yeah, honestly, so I've gotten into it with therapists in the past about this because typically the medical professionals or therapists that like
But nothing can
to-
compare to what you've seen.
well, and that's the thing is the ones that usually like to be the first on saying, "Hey, let's rewire your brain," right? It's like, have you ever watched a man be blown to a vapor?
No, I can't even.
Have you ever
imagine, dude.
watched that dude's son get blown back about 15 feet through the air and then hear the most horrific scream and cry you've ever heard in your life? Have you ever imagined somebody looking at you with the utmost hatred, like they
Like you messed
like,
up.
no, not like you messed up. No, they're looking at you like, I would love to completely destroy everything about you and your life. I want to kill your family. I want to kill you. I want to kill your very existence, right? Yeah, somebody who looks at you in that manner, right? Or, you know, have you watched your closest friends ripped away from you in the most violent ways possible, right? So the answer is usually always no. I haven't experienced that. I haven't seen that. I don't know what that feels like.
There's no
Then-
way to actually compare to that unless
Right.
you've been in that thing. And so
Right.
this
And
is why your episode is going to be so important, because you're talking about things that a lot of people have seen,
Sure.
not the people that I know,
Right.
but the people in your position
Right.
or in your situation, your friends, the same team that you're on,
Sure.
have experienced.
You
Oh,
were
yeah.
you were
Yeah.
essentially part of our team, so it's
Yeah.
like you branched off and did your own thing.
So what I'm trying to get at is this is important that you tell your story and you get this
Yeah.
stuff out. You know what I mean? Like this
Yeah.
wasn't life was hard for all of us.
Yeah.
But it's not over, dude. You're gonna be able to help some people.
That's true. And that was another thing, you know, even my wife, she was just like, you should definitely, you know, like go do the podcast, like go tell your story, because honestly, there's a lot of like gruesome nitty-gritty just stuff that, you know, people maybe should hear, right?
Do you
And
have
then they
anything you
just they
wanna-
don't want to.
Do you have any actually crazy stories that you would like to tell and get off your chest? Because you can, but if you don't,
Not that I would dive into, just because like war gets glamorized when you haven't been in it. Like once you've been in it,
tell us the truth about
Then-
war.
it's
A 10-year veteran.
it's it's the worst thing.
What year did you go?
So 12 to 22. Those are the years I was in.
Okay.
So the thing is, the reason why like war is attractive, I think, in a certain way, especially like when we're all younger, right? Is because it's something so surreal. It's something that you see and you process what you know, right? But it's almost like a car wreck, right? It's like we've all seen car wrecks.
You don't want to look at it, but
yeah,
you kind of
yeah,
have
yeah.
to.
You don't want to look at it, but it's like, oh shit, dude. Like you can't help it. Right. And so but at the same time, like you don't think about a car wreck until you've been in it. I know. I know. I'm empty. I know. This is a problem. This is a problem. Yeah. Oh, sorry, sir. No, you guys. So sorry. So basically,
I
you
know what that
know,
I
you
know exactly what that
well,
car
yeah.
wreck is.
Oh, I know you. I know you do. I do too.
I just can't say that I've been to war just because if people know who I am, they understand. But I would be there. I would be there.
So the thing about the thing about going and actually fighting in a conflict is it's like you want to go and you want to do your job, right? But then the moment you're faced with, an enemy that truly hates you, right? So I know a lot of people when it came to the
In your training, do they teach you that they hate you? Because
No.
well, that's what. So
They-
you go over there with
they
like
should.
compassion, right?
well, so you have pre-deployment training, right? So when you know that your unit is going on a deployment, like you will get specialized training and briefings.
There wasn't anybody that told you
And
like,
stuff
"Hey,
like-
you these guys are gonna kill you
Well,
if you don't kill
These
them."
people hate you for who you are.
Well, but see, they don't say that. What they try and do is they try and take the diplomatic approach, right?
Yeah.
And they try to not paint a people in a negative light to a degree, right? So like right before I was going to Afghanistan and so like right before going to Afghanistan, it's not that they wanted to just be like, hey, these people are bad. They're going to try and kill you, blah, 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 right? Like they don't try and fill your head full of this nightmarish type stuff, right? What you do is like a cultural train up, right? So like when you go to Afghanistan, you
like,
don't.
are these their customs?
Yeah, exactly. Like their customs, like, okay, you don't shake hands, you don't do anything with your left hand, right? Because to them, they consider that an insult.
Do you know why?
Why the left?
It's just, that's their culture. Because with your left hand, you wipe your ass.
Oh, that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, because over there, like,
Because they shit in holes, right?
Well, they shit wherever.
Really?
Yeah.
Like San Francisco.
Yeah.
Shout out San Francisco.
Ayo.
Thank you, Gavin Newsom.
Yeah. 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 No, they cop a squat and they just shit wherever. But they use their hand, and so doing anything with your left hand is considered dirty and improper and all these things, right? Just like eating pork, right? Stuff like that, like just cultural differences. So before you go, you get this train up on all these different things that you need to be kind of accustomed to, or at least have a familiarization to,
Hey.
right? And honestly, you don't remember most of this shit.
Hey,
You
guy.
really don't.
Just a quick question.
Hmm.
Since you have that background with the Lord, whatever, not whatever, God's not whatever, but I have a valid point. When you went over there and you're dealing with the same people that are supposed to have ties with the Lord, was there any moment that you had this affliction with yourself? You're like, why am I in this battle? Like,
Yeah, I lost it.
Why am I in this spiritual battle? Because over there, it's a whole different ballgame. It's nothing like.
Well, because over there they're doing everything in the name of, their
Yeah,
God, right? Me, I actually I lost
kind of
I lost
because
myself.
what you said about the left hand.
Hold on,
like,
let him explain. Let him. You asked him a question. Let him explain. He
So,
lost himself.
Yeah, so I lost myself over there. So after I saw how the people are and
The
fight,
people. When you say that, are you talking about the Taliban, or are you
yeah.
talking about the people?
Well, so the Taliban predominantly, but Afghanis as well. Just because I felt sorry for the innocents over there, right? So basically, when I see what the Taliban does, right, what they do, how they act,
Which we talked about earlier.
right. So when I saw that, it was so impactful on me that at that point I'm like, there's no fucking God. There's no God.
You feel
that's
felt that?
crazy.
And-
That's coming from
and
your mouth.
Let him
And-
finish what he said.
and I was just like, there is no there is no God. I was like, because if there was, how would he allow this child to be treated in such a manner, or how would he allow this sort of
Was
thing
this
to
just a
happen?
question, or were you actually
so-
struggling with your faith?
No, I totally renounced it entirely on my deployment, my first one.
Can you elaborate?
On my first one,
Do you not believe in
I
God still?
just no, I've since come back to a strong
What did
a
that?
strong
What- because you obviously had severe.
just I think for things finally
You Peter, dude.
going righteously, like life kind of coming together, and I don't want to say that like life coming together, it's like, oh, okay, I'm winning, so now it's okay to have faith again.
War
it's-
kind of makes you give up on God.
Because guys either go one of two ways. They either give it up and they're just like, yeah, it's bullshit. Like after seeing what I've seen, it's not true. There's no way. But then you've got the other guys that, they stay firm, and this is all happening because of God's will and all this stuff, right?
Look at every prophet. That ever happened.
And so you kind of have a back and forth, really. And for me, just because I was a combat MOS, everything I was geared to do was combat reasons, right? And so in my mind, I'm just like, bro, because I got to the point where I'm like, fuck these people, fuck the Taliban.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to kill every one of them.
Mm-hmm.
I hope they all die.
Is that just because you wanted out?
No.
Is it because you're
No, it's
angry?
because I was angry and I had hatred
Do you
for
think?
them.
Do you think that this might be a weird question to ask, but curious what your response is going to be. Do you think that war is a way to keep us away from God? Because if we just keep killing each other and creating those thoughts where you're like, there is no God because of what humans are doing.
Kind of like division. Are we
No.
dividing ourselves?
No, I mean, yeah, definitely. I think war is a consequence
Of what?
of the human condition.
Interesting.
Because I don't think humans don't.
So would you consider
Humans don't go to war just because they want to be separated from God or anything of the like. If anything, millions of people have been killed in the name
It's
of
fucked.
religious war, right? In which over there, the Taliban, they cling heavily to, waging jihad on the kafir or the kufar, right? Which is the unbeliever, right? Just basically taking what they want from the Quran, taking bits and pieces of
like
what
Christians
they want.
do, just like Christian
yeah,
churches
yeah,
do.
exactly, yeah. And so it's like war, I think it ends up being a consequence. Now, with humans being advanced in the way that we are now, religion
Dude,
was
why are we not above this? This is
religion
crazy.
because it's human nature.
That's what I'm asking. Do you not think that they're doing this too? Like, because I think in most humans' hearts, I don't want violence.
it makes me sick. I
Yeah.
don't want that.
But at the same time, you've grown up here in the U.S. Like, you have a truck to drive.
Yeah.
You have a house.
Yeah.
You have electricity. You
You're right.
have air conditioning.
When you put that in
They
that
have to-
perspective.
They have to
You
fight
have-
for those things.
They don't even have them at all.
They have to fight for anything.
They don't
can
have,
get.
the most of them, they don't have
That
electricity.
sucks.
They don't have running water. They don't have showers.
It's crazy because
They
we
don't
got
have
like
toilets.
6 rich dudes in this country that can fix the whole world if they wanted
It's
to.
crazy
That's
because
what I'm
we're,
saying, bro.
you know, it's really weird because we're pushing for the Marxists and the tyrannical Marxists, same kind of lifestyles that, and I don't understand
Different
why.
podcasts. Different podcasts, bro.
But no, I just
This is still Guy Anderson's
Yeah, I know.
episode 2.
I'm
Stop
not-
talking, let him
I'm
go.
not, I'm not hating on Guy. I'm just saying,
Scotty gave you a hat?
yeah, dude,
That's a sick hat.
I know.
What the hell?
He's
You
like,
didn't
I
give me
know.
no hat.
He's like, I rep it.
Because I'm not like you guys. I'm not normal.
Yeah, you need to cover up that hair. It's crazy.
Yeah, dude, you guys aren't epileptics. Oh, side note. No, we'll go
Listen,
different.
not your episode. We're gonna wrap it up. We're coming up on
but,
2 hours.
yeah.
Let's finish up where we're at. We
So basically, yeah. In the
we're at
life,
2022 Sheriff BPD.
Yep, didn't work out. Which, you know what?
Let's talk about when you met your girl, changed your life.
Oh, dude. And it was wild too, man, because I was just I had gotten on one of those dating apps, and
Which one?
You know,
Which one was it?
Shit, what was it called? It has a white icon.
Was it Plenty of Fish or Farmers Only?
No. No,
All
it's
of
Christian
them.
Mingle, dog.
Was it
What are you talking
Twitter?
about?
Was it
All of
Twitter,
them.
dude? Have you
It
been on
was-
Twitter?
It was all
No.
of them.
Twitter's nuts, dude. It's
Is
nothing
it?
but porn and people
What?
killing each other. It's crazy.
For real?
It's
Oh.
not scary.
It's not Twitter, dude. It's
Or X.
No, it is. It is Twitter because if you go to delete it off your computer,
It still
it
says-
still says Twitter.
No shit.
He just
Oh.
changed the outside.
That's
logo.
funny.
It's still called Twitter.
Yeah, no, actually, oh, geez. I am totally drawing a blank on what this one was actually called. It's it's a white icon. Anyways, so I was working for this company, and I went down. I was down in the L.A. area, and I was in the hotel room just by myself at the end of the day. Had nothing else to do. I was about to pass out, and I got on this dating app, and I saw this girl. Said she was in Bakersfield, but honestly, this woman was so hot. I thought it was a fake profile.
It probably was.
She's pretty cute.
Yeah, it actually was not. And so, I thought it was fake, but I was just like, you know what, fuck it. I'll just, send a like, whatever, right? And then it's like, boom, shut the phone off, done. Well, like 2 weeks later, all of a sudden I get a message, and it's her. And I'm like, wait, what? Like, you're a real person? Like, holy shit. And next thing you know, we start talking, and it's just like, that feeling when it's just natural to talk to somebody. Like,
It's just wild, huh?
You don't
like
have
you
to,
don't expect
you
it.
don't have to try.
Yeah,
You don't have to try. You don't have to be somebody
It's a
that
good
you're
feeling.
not. You don't have to try and embellish. You don't
it's
have to
like
try
you're
to do
okay
nothing.
being yourself.
Exactly, right? So, and we just hit it off, and it ended up just being exactly that. And so, like, falling in love with this woman was as easy as breathing for me, bro. And then, we got together, and we've been inseparable ever since. And so, Christmas time last year, man, I popped the question because I was
how early were you? How many months were you guys in?
Oh, dude, we'd only been dating for 6 months.
Really?
6-7 months, something like that.
How'd
But
you do
it's-
it?
I just knew. We had a Christmas party, and I tried to set up this elaborate, like, Secret Santa thing or whatever, but I totally screwed it up, right? And it's like I wasn't very slick about it whatsoever. And I was sweating, bro. Dude, I look terrible. I'm all
you
shaky and
nervous?
shit. Oh hell yeah, I was nervous.
Really?
Yeah,
You thought she was gonna say no?
bro. No, I didn't think she was.
You
gonna
knew
say,
she was gonna say yeah, or you wouldn't have done it.
Well, exactly. But the thing was, is it was like who she was and what she meant to me. That it was like it was messing me up, man. But I did it, and bro,
It was like
been amazing.
it was like Squints and Cindy Peppercorn.
Yes, yeah. Except we don't own any drugstores, but yes,
And he didn't get banned from the pool, dude.
and I didn't get banned from a pool.
So is your Wendy Peppercorn?
Yes.
All right, guy.
Yes.
So you're 38, 39,
About to be 39 this month.
coming up on our 40s. I just want to say
Are
thank you.
September?
Yeah, man.
Shut up and let me finish
Nice.
in another episode.
Shut up, Beavis.
Thank you for your time. I really appreciate you coming and sharing your story. Is there anything you'd like to say to the world?
Hey, man. You know what? Life's a garden. Dig it. Make it work for you.
All
No, man. Don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. Like it can't rain all the time. You know, like life sucks, and it can suck for a long
happy?
time.
Are you happy with your life right
Oh,
now?
I do. Yeah. I'm stoked with my life now. I have a beautiful, wonderful wife. I have gorgeous children. I'm back in school. I got 3.0. This is like the best I've ever done in school. Life's going good, man. I stuck it out. You know,
Super proud of you. I'm
I
thankful
I
to have you.
appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. You know, I tried taking the easy way out, but for some reason it was always interrupted. So
It's because God's got.
that's because I feel like a higher power has a plan in store, and basically me putting myself down was not a part of that plan. So it never worked out. And so here I am, man.
Thank you for your time.
Thanks for
That's
having
episode 2 of Guy Anderson with Matt, drunk as it gets.
Heyo.
Here's the new outro. Tell us how you like it. If it sucks, tell me. Leave it in the comments. I'll just